Friends of Chemistry, greeting. Here we are doing On Your Own 15.10 from Module 15. Consider the following reaction that has already attained equilibrium. CaCO3 solid is in equilibrium with CaO solid plus CO2 gas, and the delta H is 132 kilojoules. What will happen to the amount of CaCO3 if the temperature increases? And if the temperature decreases, what will happen to the concentration of CO2? Okay. So the fact that the delta H is 132 kilojoules tells us that the reaction is endo or exothermic?
Endothermic.
It's an endothermic reaction. What does that mean we can consider the energy to be?
Positive.
Is it a reactant or is it a product?
A reactant.
It's a reactant. So if the temperature is increased, right, so we can consider it over here, right? Right? So if the temperature is increased, what's going to happen to the amount of the CaCO3?
Well, the amount will stay the same.
Why will it stay the same?
Because it's a solid.
Well, when the temperature is increased, the equilibrium will shift away from the side that contains energy. So it will shift toward the products, right?
Okay.
And what will happen then?
To
shift toward the products means that the amount of CaCO3 is going to do what?
Increase.
Well, the equilibrium is shifting toward the product side. So what's going to happen to this?
Decrease.
Yeah, it's going to be used up. It's going to decrease. So it will decrease. How about, letter B, this is a little different. What happens to the concentration of the CO2 when the temperature is decreased? If the temperature is decreased, right, the equilibrium is going to shift. If we look on page 510, we see when the temperature is raised, an equilibrium will shift away from the side of the equation that contains energy. When the temperature is lowered, the reaction will shift toward the side that contains energy. So the side that contains energy is the reactants side. So if it shifts toward the side that contains energy, shifting toward the reactants, what happens then to the concentration of the CO2?
Increases.
Remember, the concentration of this CO2 is the numerator. We want to keep the K the same, right? So
it decreases, then the concentration decreases.
Yes. The concentration of the CO2 will decrease. Thank you, Martin. Woo!
Now, teeth reveal. You're wondering why I couldn't speak so well?
No, that's
It's because of these rubber bands in my teeth.
Mama, let your babies grow up to be orthodontists.
Isaiah, you probably know something about that. I don't know if you have the rubber bands.